Welcome to Milehightarot, where real eyes, real eyes, real eyes. Welcome. Go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe button for all of our fam. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Come on in, sit down for a couple of spells, and I don't know how long this reading is going to be. It looks like it's pretty extensive, but at this point in time, it looks like one of the Sagittarius family members of the Mile High has asked for a reading to be done for Sagittarius. And so normally that's all fire signs: Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. So at the Hood Tales at the Crossroads, using the elementals, everyone is going to be here at the Hood, okay? But we're going to mainly focus on some of those fire signs, but I will go ahead and go through a lot of our other signs and kind of focus on that too, okay? So, but with that being said, all the energy has been cleared and brought in, necessary ancestors and prayers and everything has been here. So we're going to go ahead and read this, and it's to its entirety. And, you know, I'll try to be focused as possible with all of this information so that I can be a little bit more into detail for some that aren't a fire sign. But in order to deal with anything, we all have to be fluid and realize and be able to look through each lines of what people are saying when you're dealing with all these people, places, or things. So if you hear something that resonates with you, good. Go ahead and leave a comment, like, share, subscribe it. You know, if it's not you, don't make that shit try to fit. If it don't fit, don't force it. Just relax and let that shit go. Let that shit ride. It's not for you. You know, it may even be somebody that you know, but go ahead and share it, okay? So coming in to the Hood Tales at the Crossroads, for the Sagittarius, she is landing right here in the community, he or she. Now I know that universal energy is fluid, so when I am addressing certain people, places, or things, I meant that. So the Sagittarius is in the community, and sitting at the crossroads right now currently is a Capricorn. Okay, this particular person, maybe they're having to figure out some decisions that they're having to make, some choices in their life, maybe sitting at the crossroads, dealing with that devil energy, you know, maybe a spiritual burden, maybe getting ready to go through a separation, or might have gone through a separation in the past, or dealing with a court issue. But they're trying to figure out what type of a strategy to come up with. But they may hear something loud and clear, or they might have heard some things that might have allowed them to find that opening for themselves. So, coming into the reading, we have water signs: Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But Scorpio is coming in here at the crossroads, and we know that it stands for a completion of death. Okay? But right now, because we went direct with Pluto and Mars, it's gone direct, and it's communicating some things within us all that we all need to do and focus on. You know, with Scorpios are the psychologists of the zodiac, and they're a fixed sign. So basically, tell me what it is, don't tell me what it ain't. I don't want no bullshit, straight up. So with Pluto and Mars, we're going direct. It's looking at some of these things that have gained foundation and some of the things that have not. Okay? These are the things that are speaking of people, places, or things that did not serve you. Okay? Things that might have caused you anxiety about certain things. But coming into the reading, it is starting with Scorpio and a Virgo. A defensive divine masculine. Yeah, he's, all analytical, all up in his head, which is Virgos do, virgins do, be wondering about shit. Don't ever really want to like to really take a chance. But this particular Virgo energy is, maybe someone might have it, a divine masculine might have it in their chart or what have you. But being that this is supposed to be a Sagittarius reading, or for the fire signs with Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, there's this divine masculine, and I'm going to continue to call them that, even though that they may not exuberate those types of characteristics at this time. But this motherfucker is a hood rat, okay? Straight up. He or she, because universal energies are fluid, any one female can also possess that divine masculine energy. But this particular masculine has a lot of fuckery going on. A lot of, excuse my language, but he's a miscreant. Dealing with the nasty McNasty shit. Anytime that rat card comes out, that's about cheating, loss. Somebody feeling, like they losing out, or they got someone else got something before another person did. But coming into it, there might have been some sort of a passion that he's committed to doing whatever the hell he was doing. But fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Let's open up this book of contracts at the hood tales at the crossroads. So, opening up, let's look and see what some things that might have been confusious to you, during this particular age of the Aquarius and the Vivica Pisces. This intuitive female may be a little bit, thicker than a snicker, a little brick house, may have some high priestess energy going on, that was a little bit confused about some things. It looks like because all of the energy that has gone direct and some things that are being shined down on the situation, along with some of the Akashic records of things, there's not a completion. You're supposed to complete something with someone. Being that this, and assuming with this divine masculine. So you're supposed to tie up some loose ends with this person before you change position to the next person. Which is fucked up. So otherwise it'll have some financial constraints tied to it. Whatever that may be, I'm sure you'll figure that out for yourself. But the things that were shined down upon the, maybe this potential mate or resources or anything that had to do with money, the things that had been revealed about any secrets or knowing of something, it was revealed to you. Maybe, somebody, you could have heard it from another spiritual person, or just realize for yourself that this motherfucker was a narcissistic, or they goes both ways. They a Mac daddy, a spade is a spade, Maybe this person was just like a sugar daddy, some crazy ass shit, who knows? Sugar mama. But it was time for you to walk away, and it was some sort of a codependency that you needed to recognize. But you still had some karmic debt that was needing to be basically hey, you need to address this people, place, or things head on. You address it, you analyze it, you forgive the people, place, or things if you can, And I'm speaking for most signs because most Scorpios don't. But you forgive the people, place, or things so that you could be able to raise your consciousness level up so that you can be able to not suffer through all these trials and tribulations, because it really has nothing to do with you. If it was something that really had a lot to do with you, it has everything to do with that person. Okay, but we're going to find out what it really is. Okay, so let's cut through the air. And with these air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, with these energies of the Aquarius energies. And right now, because we just went to Scorpio direct, Happy birthday, Scorpio. So, get your groove on. Shit. Whatever. But the things that are in this Aquarian age that became an obstacle, we're going to look at. And a lot of it is behind lies and deceit and betrayal, of course. You know, could be somebody that's a Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio that might have caused certain things. Or, you know, that could be even affecting your health. Or somebody that you might be attracted to. Shit. Some people may not be good for your health. I just heard a song with, I do believe it was Ashanti, and this one guy named Joyner, and he was saying that he wasn't good for her health, and that the fact that he knows that if he leaves and comes back, sort of thing, that she'll always kind of be there. That's some bullshit. Then she found out she's pregnant. So baby mama, baby daddy don't always think that somebody, that's a given. Okay? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Shit. Everything you do, everything you say, nothing comes back void. Universe, God is always listening. But right now, because of certain things that came into play and somebody just hurrying up and switching partners without clearing the air with another person, it became a financial constraint. So maybe the person has some sort of religious factors or something like that, but we'll check it out. But looking in something must be in the water we drank. So let's check in the water, or the things that are fluid that's in your heart. So this divine masculine, he obviously looks like he must have been doing some, sneaky bullshit, sneaking around, made somebody feel some kind of way. But in the water, because the things that are fluid in your heart, water signs as well, continue to work, do what you need to do to clear those things out that don't serve you, so that you can find your door to personal happiness and healing and happiness through all of the whatever it is that you're doing with the separation, whether you might get back together, or what have you. But time apart from your partner is, probably either going to be on the horizon in the future, so that you can be able to heal, for yourself. But the best way to do that is either forgive the person and forgive yourself most of all, and be able to move on. But if you're going to do that, make sure that the hell that your ass ain't continue to carry that baggage on and on and on and on, and keep throwing it up in each other's face, or throwing up in someone else's face what someone else has done to you to make them feel subservient to you. Okay? But since Mars and Pluto went direct, Mars is stating, hey, stop this shit. Whatever it is with these people, places, or things that are not serving you, it's kind of like, hey, tap in to your own internal compass of who you are, because it's causing you anxiety. And that, even though you might have had a romantic feeling for that person, if that person really is going to be with you, he'll abide, he'll stand back, he'll be still waiting for you. Okay? Until he's able to balance and create that balance. But also, I am speaking to the water signs as well. Like, because of the fluidity of us in our own internal space, we all need to realize that, not to be a crab in the bucket. Cancer, you see another motherfuckers, doing something, and you feeling jealous and envious, and you want to pull their energy down because of envy. Realizing that everything that you see, just because it look good on the outside, doesn't mean that it's good for you. This is called a snake for a reason. It bites. It's not you can't pet the motherfucker. Okay? So realize that everything that glitters is not gold. And stop being immature about some shit. You may be dealing with an immature person, whomever this is, whether it be immature, man-child, or a little girl, or a motherfucker that's a 2-minute brother. I don't know. I just know that the simple fact that you need to make a decision on this motherfucker, whoever they are, water sign. But it's about, because he's an indecisive person. He or she is attached to another person. Okay? So stop messing around. It's about forgiving and learning. You know, and as soon as you release some of that old built up energy from the past, you experience more love and presence in your moments. But you got to show appreciation and look through the silver lining of things of what it is. So, because this is October 24th is the day for this particular reading, but this stood for the whole month of October because of this harvest moon. But this particular moon cycles, definitely, as far as the Neptune is concerned, it's about working toward and listening. Not to, it's about listening and not trying to be manipulative, not try to make people think the way that you think, you know, especially during this particular time, because that's the purpose, is to be able to turn inwardly to find out what it is that you feel, not what you've been told by mother, sister, cousin, brother, pastor, or your neighbor or anyone else. It's to tap into who you are, your own internal source of thought of who you are and what you believe, as to even with this political arena, as well as your own life of dealing with people, places, or things. So while you're accessing that, and you'll be able to heal, you know, and realize that God is there, Spirit is there, and that maybe you're also a healer of the ages. So keep an open mind that Spirit can use any one of us when we tap into certain things. But some of the shit that we put ourselves into is just a nasty knot. And even though there might have been passion there, you know, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, it might have been passion there, it caused a sticky situation. You know, you might have just wanted to be intimate lovers with a motherfucker, but that union was just like, caused me a broken heart. So if you're starting to get back into maybe a new relationship with someone else, or going to, just know it's about getting to know each other first. As you reveal your innermost selves, you'll be able to heal through other, you know, areas of your life, so that you can be able to pull back all the faucets of yourself instead of giving it out to the hood tails at the crossroads. Okay? So remember that shit. Because all that ill feeling, the things that's going on that Uranus makes a person feel with it, it's kind of like shot call. Yeah. Look that song up too. It's about shot calling. Because, you know, you feel obligated to do something, maybe to help people. You're creating self-sabotaging energy for yourself. You know, a lot of motherfuckers feel like they got to go out there, you know, passing they shit around like government cheese, dick dealing, Yanni dealing, coochie dealing, whatever. You know? But there's this thinking man that has this ill feeling that's dealing with this Uranus energy, that's something that was shined down upon maybe a potential lover or a potential mate, or some financial issues that he might have had that was like probably sown from in the past, and now that the reaping and the sowing from everything from the harvest is coming back either bullshit, and realizing that the fact of saying, damn, roses smell like boo-boo, did some bullshit. I don't know. But he or she, or this the thinking man, definitely has realized, like, damn, maybe I did a lot of dick dealing, and I maybe need to free myself from this. Try to take control of my life. Maybe he's heard the call, because it's kind of like, psst, hey, you. You know? Something's coming back to haunt him maybe. But with Pluto trying to communicate through all this directness, like, tell me what it is, motherfucker, don't tell me what it ain't. With this loyalty and this trying, it's kind of like the loyal people, places, and things that this masculine thought was loyal. He hears it, and it's like, oh my God, I hear something. I recognize where I'm supposed to be. he heard something from someone. That was another masculine energy in the community, it looks like. Yeah, he heard something. Somebody was talking to him down at the motherfucking Crossroads, and he heard something from somebody that he knew that basically he was just like, uh-oh. Made him think about something. It caused a tower moment for the person in the garden, in the community. Like, oh my God, maybe, yep, I was supposed to be meeting up with somebody. I was supposed to be somewhere. I was supposed to do something. So now at this, because whatever this is now, because I'm trying to focus mainly on the Sagittarian energy, but I have to also, because it's the hood tales at the Crossroads, motherfuckers, is at the garden. Whoever this divine masculine is, he's a person that is going and suffering through a tower moment through this trying. This, like, he could be a cross watcher. He could be, lurking in the bushes, looking around on your social media. Anything goes when it comes to looking around, trying to check your phone and all kinds of stuff like that. Maybe trying to meet up with different people in the neighborhood, getting on a motherfucking sexual menage a trois, 2 to 5 people. Trying to, just doing some deceitful shit. Maybe with a baby mama, baby daddy, but he's not speaking his truth. He got a hairball. Somebody got a hairball. Somebody ain't speaking their truth. You might know the shit, but hey, you better recognize with real eyes. The real lies. Okay? Down at the hood tales at the Crossroads. Okay? So the things that you might see that even within maybe somebody almost, to the people that's delivering, creating, some new creativity, balance for themselves, and maybe somebody just had a baby. Congratulations. But with Libra coming in, trying to create that balance with maybe the immaturity or with love or with their children at some point, some things might have been discovered. Maybe a child said something to somebody, or they heard something that a child said that was about a potential mate about somebody, or realize like, hey, there's still some passion there with that person, or maybe mom, you still got it. You still got it, mama. You got somebody. You could do some things. You could do something. Okay, so Venus comes in. Now, with Scorpio, most people think that Scorpio and Venus don't get along. That's not really entirely true. Now, Venus Scorpio, like I said before, because Scorpio is a fixed sign, Scorpio is, tell me what it is. Don't tell me what it ain't. Tell me what it is the first time, and it won't be so bad if I find out that you lied, because then, if I've given you a chance, and I find out that you lied, it's going to be worse. The wrath is worse. These are for people who do not realize at that time that the seeds that they've also planted for themselves by accepting the parts that they've played in it, because you've allowed someone to treat you a certain way. Because you got to teach them, got to treat them. You think that just because you're treating somebody a certain way, that they're going to return the same way. Just as soon as you think that the simple fact that somebody is going to feel or think or view things in the same ways that you think that they are going to view them, you're going to set yourself up for failure. Okay? So realize that simple fact that in the harvest moons, and you're reaping and sowing everything that you have done with all the people, places, or things, especially when it comes to love. You might have been gossiping with your friends about it. They might have been gossiping, doing some old dirty ass shit, making some bitch moves, loose lips, sink ships. Don't forget that shit. Even stalking. Pisces. I don't know why that had to, you know what I'm saying? That's normally what that is for that one. But you definitely need to tap in. Tap into your internal space of who you are and find out what it is, exactly what it is that you want. Open up your heart to give and receive. How can you be a giver and receiver of love unless there's givers and receivers, and there are givers, receivers, and takers? And we, the messengers, know that. So when you think that you're coming to the channels and you thinking or want a reading and we see it and you think that you're not that person, then you are sadly mistaken. We have all been a karmic. We have all been that divine feminine or masculine, and we've all stood in our power at some point when we figure like we going on to the next relationship, when all in all, that the simple fact that you didn't even really go tie those ends and close that door to go to the next person. So when the next person says, you keep trying to blame me for what such and such did, you like, no, I didn't. And you like, and they're like, yes, you are. Because 9 times out of 10, you probably are, because you didn't close out that cycle with those people. Some people are supposed to be just for a season to teach us a lesson, and we be trying to make them a lifetime. Okay? You have to have proper discernment and spirit to find out who is who and start working up off the lust of who you think this person's supposed to turn out to be. It was never in them to do or be about in the first damn place. It had nothing to do with you. All right? Hold on, let me get something to drink there. Hold on. So, let's get into this here, because that's about reaping and sowing. Everybody has things that they want to think that it's going to, all that, oh, it's good. I plant good seeds. I do this. I do that. Everybody wants to point the finger. Nobody wants to be wrong. Everybody wants to play, be right, and everybody wants to play the superhero. But do you have the draws to put on? Big girl woman draws or man draws to put on to be that superhero. Don't be standing around acting like you a god or a goddess. Now I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I'm very blunt about things, especially here on my channel and in life, period. But I'm speaking right now mainly because this is Aquarius age, and I've gotten the chance to meet some Aquariuses and deal with it and know about the scales of justice. Okay, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Okay, be water, be fluid. Don't be so fucking emotional, but don't be sitting up there acting like your shit don't stink. That's all I'm saying. Love you guys though. Shit. Cause y'all the shit. But there's some things that maybe one of these signs might be facing as far as maybe being in a marriage or commitment or have some soul ties with someone as far as marriage and contractual agreements, maybe dealing with the Metal King. But because of that third chakra coming in, it's looking like, hey, they might need to turn into hermit mode or express or be that, because of this harvest moon. Maybe their third eye may get ready to open up. May find out that they are a high priestess. May find out that someone is a high priestess and be like, I'm out of here. What the fuck? But the things, stop arguing with yourself. Maybe a high priestess needs to stop, creating that internal feeling with someone, that ill will or the self-sabotaging energy that they're creating with themselves with this thinking man. Some things that might have been discovered, like this fool is a dick dealer. Free yourself from this person. Or a person that really is, maybe this person is putting it down and you are with this person. Maybe you might need to express your love, but right now at this time you probably need to be like, I'm out of here. I can't deal with this shit. So let's go on. But looks like on the west side of the hood tales at the Crossroads, there's some Leos. Maybe some things that are very well grounded. You know, maybe getting ready to be in a rebirthing stage. You know, someone actually dealing with some karmic justice. Someone that probably, like I said, that's in the community that actually needs to speak their truth too, or getting ready to speak their truth about being a superhero for someone. Maybe it could be an authoritative mother, someone that has children. Definitely someone that's in separation. But it looks like also we have here, yes, she does have children. But she's reaping, there's some seeds that have been planted with this authoritative mother. Like I said before, maybe this person talks a lot, or someone else that, you know, in her community talks a lot. Birds of a feather flock together type of shit. But, you know, she's dealing with, you know, someone that was maybe stalking her behind a child or made some bitch moves in the relationship. But it could be a Sagittarius. Well, it definitely is a fire sign. We do know that. So Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. But this person either is finding out that they're pregnant, or finding out that they are getting ready, or they're getting ready to have a baby. Found out that the fact that they've came up on maybe a job, started bring home a little bit more money, bringing home the bacon, baby. You know, like, damn, I am my own superhero. What the funk? Okay. So, next, underneath the stars, at the hood tales at the Crossroads, we have Taurus. Taurus. So, Taurus is the polar opposite of Scorpio. Taurus is about the house of money. Okay? Definitely is about transformation, secrets, is all or nothing type of a thing. So, but there's maybe someone that's underneath the stars, underneath the hood tales at the Crossroads, that is facing someone that is facing expansion, you know, because of the Jupiter coming in and trying to align. They like expansion, you know, maybe they might be looking to expand their money, of course, grow, but they're facing some sort of a loss, cheating. Maybe someone or the person, he or she might have gotten a position, and or someone else might have gotten a position that they wanted. But someone feels left out or cheated. Definitely because of some fucking vampire energies that was going on that was planted from a while back. And so the seeds have been planted, and now it's about fruition of something like, damn, something, the freaks come out at night type of shit. Like, ah, shit. Like, either they could, you know, either like, yeah, I found me a freak of the week, or, you know, I lost my freak of the week. Sorry. But somebody probably needs to have some heart-to-heart conversations with somebody, so that in the end, you know, they ain't losing their freak of the week and shit. So, my bad. Oh, no, Rick James. Rick James, bitch. All right, so let's go on. So, to the stork here, creating a rebirthing stage with this mother, authoritative mother that has children, or anyone that's in a rebirthing stage could be, you know, creating some sort of a balance. You know, even a project can be a new baby, something that you might love. But it definitely, some things have been revealed when it comes to passion or any of these fire signs, and some things being revealed about money. maybe a potential mate. Maybe you have some, actual fat passion for someone. Or you might have discovered some new gifts for yourself. Like, hey, I can do some traveling in the realms now. Or any damn thing. Or you're starting to see with real eyes, all the lies that have been in the community. With all these loyal people you thought that were loyal. But because of this tower moment, with Neptune and maybe Mercury coming in and causing some issues where you thought that we're realizing that everything was gold, once Pluto and Mars went direct, it was kind of like it shined a light down on the in my neighborhood type of thing. You realize that Mr. Motherfucking Rogers really wasn't him. Yeah. Mr. Rogers was messing around with, he's running around talking about me and Mrs. Jones. Now, Mrs. Jones on him, that was like drugs and shit. So, ashe. So, I don't know. Maybe y'all got some issues because it's somebody in the community down in the hood and shit at the hood tells at the Crossroads is doing some motherfucking drugs. But hiding in the bushes, cross-watching, doing some motherfucking menage a trois. But they got some deceitful shit going on. Especially maybe with a baby mama, maybe trying to get another baby, shit. They just down there doing the damn thing, but they ain't speaking their fucking truth. And on that note, I'ma take a drink. Hold up. I'm so glad that you guys could join me. If you want to be able to get a reading by me, you can always hit me up at milehightarot@gmail.com. And right now I'm doing some things, kind of getting ready to do some things in the community. So please be patient. I have other channels as well too. But hit me up at Milehightarot. We'll realize at the Milehightarot@gmail.com. Okay. So, in this tower moment in the community that's at the hood tells at the crossroads, this authoritative mother who could be, like I said, this because I was requested by a Sagittarius to do this. We're speaking of Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. So we're going to include all fire signs as well as this Leo. That's also highlighted as well. So maybe this person probably could have some good. You know what I'm saying? The Yanni's good. They found some spiritual growth. They found some success and some things through the separation, through the people, places, or things during the Mercury retrograde, and created some sort of a happy family and, have chemistry that they're trying to create with somebody. And they ain't with that old bunny hop ass jive. And they looking at the community, maybe some things that were in the past that was that they might have tried to make an effort with when it came to matters of the heart, but it was just they became all tied up. Maybe this person had other options, and this person obviously just didn't appreciate this Sagittarius at all. He had a problem. Ashe had a problem with being a receiver and giver. Like I said, if you're going to be a receiver of love, how do you know if he or she loves you really and truly, and having all that proper discernment of spirit? Okay? Hold on. That's my poor little baby. You have to call me back. I'm doing a reading. I'll call you back. I'm doing a reading. I'll call you back. Okay. Sorry about that. So this Sagittarius, this person he or she has a issue with being a giver or receiver, and realizing that when you're wanting someone to love you, if you're giving out all the love that you're giving to them and you don't feel that you're getting any of that back, how do you know, if in fact that person is really and truly giving you that love? he or she may be showing you all the love that they feel that they know how in that time frame that they're with you. Or you can, definitely see what type of fruit falls off that damn tree. If no fruit falls off that tree, you dang sure know. Is it rotten? Or is it edible? What the fun? So accept the parts that you've played in all those people, places, or things. Just don't be blaming the person of not being a receiver of love or a giver of love. But there's always givers, receivers, and takers. Like that one song with Annie Lennox. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Yeah. I don't know who in the hell want to be abused, but some motherfuckers are addicted to pain and they like pain. I mean, even though it's a core issue and they got mommy daddy issues, that's probably where the hell it stems from. But we're going to move on. But with this Aquarian age, or this Aquarius energy going on, we're going to go on to some of the air signs. Maybe some with Aquarius and a lot of the Aries air signs, they actually like to work a lot. Maybe this older person, older man, might be a fucking sugar daddy. I don't know, but they could be looking at some of their own secrets, and they know and have a lot of secrets, or have been told a secret, maybe by a Gemini or Pisces, maybe telepathically also. But it looks like this person also is a magician. Aquarius is the water barrier. He's the one that has the bucket and or the pitcher of water, and he has his foot stuck in the damn water. Like, mama, you just can't come and refresh in my damn fresh or salt water. Nuh-uh. And that's what makes it salty, because you done stuck your damn foot in it, thinking that you got to come and save me or be the savior in the freaking community. And you got to help everybody. Like, that ain't your damn job. Help yourself. How you going to help everybody else if you can't help yourself? In the meantime, you sitting up there trying to call your soulmate, and saying your prayers, trying to make affirmation. But in the meantime, you ain't even looking in the damn mirror at yourself, Mr. Magician. Pick up after your damn self. You got some obstacles. Some diversions going on. Okay? That is that came from out of maybe a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. Like, hey, I see some lies and deceit and betrayal. There's some envy there that's going on. My phone is ringing, sorry. Yeah, they see how them energies work. Be trying to make me tell you the story about this jealousy and envy, even though they might be attracted to you. It's kind of like they right side up, and it's like, oh yeah, you might have been knowing them for a long time, but these motherfuckers are obviously not good for your health. They not. Okay, so let's move on to standing on the corner at the hood tails at the crossroads is a Capricorn. So we know Capricorn at this point is like, okay, well, devil, you do not have dominion over me. Okay? So let's stand at the corner, look both ways. I see this spiritual burden, but you also have to look at the spiritual growth that you do have. Who's ever in this reading, and whoever this is for, and whoever's listening, whoever might be having an issue. Okay? God is always there. But this spiritual growth and the work that you have done, just know that it's about the fall of Jericho. It is right now. The tower moment, excuse me. They don't want me to tell it. Okay, so maybe this person may be having to go to court, may have went to court in the past, realized maybe that they might have fucked up once before, but in this separation, they're trying to, find a strategy to try to either, take this person on a date, or maybe just enjoy whatever time that they do have with the people pleaser things, and they hear it loud and clear right now. Because of this quarantine, it's like about expansion, and they see the loss that they've had or created or might have had, and they see that maybe the things that were maybe a Cancer sign or a water Cancer past, Pisces or Scorpio, they may be gifted, or they might have been appreciative of the people, place, or things with that person, or the experience to be with that person, but maybe this was just somebody that liked to gaslight a lot. Motherfucker that just probably just like to, have sex a lot. Go get the lube. Get the lube, jelly. Somebody that just like to mess around with babies' mamas, other people's wives and shit. OPP. Every time they turn around, he or she is still blossoming, and they, seeing and trying to create the abundance right now, and allowing he or she's friends to help them through this loss that they're feeling. But it's like, shit, I still am sunshine and lollipops, because they realize their gifts, but they were still probably about head games at some point. But looking at matters and things of the heart when it comes to tales at the hood, tales at the crossroads, and realizing with real eyes, and recognizing that maybe someone might be in the community, realize that they are a star, and realizing maybe in a dream, or maybe realizing that some person, he or she, is their dream person, and behind some of those seeds that have been sown that are now coming back into fruition of bullshit, that these are some shits or that my mama should have told you, and or your mama should have told you about. Okay, Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, and Libra. All right, so there could be, some things coming towards your way very soon, as far as, clearly deciding on what you want. Make a determination on what you want, even though you got an alley behind some of that shit in the past. Some of that stuff you didn't have a proper closure on. Some of the people still stalkers. You didn't have, a chance. Maybe you might have a chance to clear the air in the future with these people, because a lot of the time it's basically for your own good. You're wondering, like, why the hell he or she contact me and I have not talked to this person, because there's a time where all your exes start coming and all this bullshit. It's a financial constraint at some point for you, because you still kept dealing with these people, and you're supposed to let these people go. They were just supposed to be seasonal people, and to teach you a lesson in your whatever it is that you believe, or how you were brought up. But your internal compass was supposed to help you, to teach you, and like, hey, these people, place, or things don't even serve you, and this motherfucker ain't good for you, and he or she has some religious factors, and it's causing some issues in the love life right now. But everything, even though you might feel that everything is beautiful, you might gain some clarity now, or you might find out within the clarity in, you might have perceived it in a dream, you might have heard it in today's message, you might hear it in a future message, but it's about spiritual expansion. You know what I'm saying? About putting spiritual knowledge and wisdom in your storehouse. What's in your storehouse? What's in your spiritual wallet storehouse? Is it producing you wisdom and knowledge and courage, and strength in your faith and belief in God, and to be able to stand and be steadfast? So recognize with real eyes. Don't be lying to your damn self neither. On this 3D dimensional plane. Be able to do what you need to do in the 5D and make that shit happen. Communicate that. Say what you want, say what you mean, and mean what you say. Pluto direct on this earth, period. Be grounded. If you're going to make a contract with somebody, or say you want to get in a relationship with somebody, don't be saying, damn, I shouldn't have made this relationship, and complain to every Tom, Dick, and Harpo that the fact that you chose wrong, and then turn around and don't ever try to make the shit right. It'd be forever before somebody else try to make that shit right. You don't even have no proper closure and say, once you done went on, and say, hey, I appreciate you and I thank you and I apologize for all the shit that I put you through. And I'm glad to see you doing better. That's proper closure. Don't be sitting up there holding on to people who don't want to be kept. Because that's one thing that Scorpios do not do. Or Taurus. Or Sag, or Aquarius, Geminis, or Libra. They be like, hey, I ain't into keeping motherfuckers who don't want to be kept. So right now, through all the communication that you're doing, and maybe some of the gossiping, or some of the things that you might not even realize, like, hey, you got the Midas touch. Everything that you got going on, shit, you a bad motherfucker. Shut your mouth. You could be, Queen Midas, King Midas. Touch of a four-leaf clover. Yeah, you could be doing any motherfucking thing, but you might even find that the fact of saying, hey, I found somebody that I might want to be with, somebody that I might want to, I can see that either I'm about to get engaged, maybe somebody is about to get engaged, but it's right now they thought that they were getting engaged to somebody, but it's about free falling, because you're supposed to have proper discernment of spirit to find out who or she is dealing with. Don't be laying around sleeping with the fucking enemy. Okay? Or a two-faced person. Okay? Let that be known, Gemini. So, Gemini, these secrets and these things that you know, maybe this person could be a high priestess, an empress, Maybe they might know someone, maybe found a new love. Anyone that has Gemini in their chart, maybe they're just, that message to them right now is that they know they need to be smooth and easy with each other. Okay? So, fire signs. When you're moving around and doing any travel with any people, place, or things, or any intimate connections that you might, and I just heard intimate connections. There's a song by that. I see Eddie Kendricks. As far as any relationships with anybody, even though you might have gotten a broken heart with this particular person, and I'm so sorry, but it was really just about getting to know the person. And if you're going to rekindle with this person again from this person in the past, it's about, just being slow and easy and taking baby steps, and be all in when you already know some of the secrets that's already, was at play with this particular companion, this chippy, this sexual partner. If it wasn't a sexual partner, this could be somebody, baby mama, baby daddy, shit, anybody that was a companion that you were moving toward, definitely was, either they are going to face, you might face hostilities with this person, or you might have in the past, but pay attention to all of the red flags that that the signs will be cautioning you. So be all in to listen to the person. I'm not saying you have to call the person if the person did you wrong or whatever, but just listen when you do talk to them. So we have this divine feminine. This divine feminine energy here that is in a contractual agreement with maybe an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And Capricorn, we do know, is standing out there on the corner. out there at the fucking crossroads. So, but this contractual agreement with this particular person, this divine masculine that they do have, they are hopeful with this person. But it kind of seems like maybe either one of them is older. That one of them may be older than the other, in that they have, they're not like, they may live with each other, but these two people don't. They're not really in a commitment. They're not married, but they're in a contractual agreement of some sort. Even though they might be somewhat stable, one of them have played the part of being a side piece, or they may be being on a rebounding situation right now. So giving your relationship a chance with this person, both of them look like they're both trying to work on the contractual agreement, but they both have baggage. Someone has baggage. Baggage be gone. Either one of the person needs to let go of some of the things of the past, of the people, place, or things that don't serve they ass. So even though that they were hopeful and they don't have this commitment, maybe the sex is bomb or whatever, and they like their sexual exchange favors. It could just be, like I said, a rebounding situation of getting a bonus body. Motherfuckers better be careful before they get a bonus body. Get another baby or something. But they like to see things that are glittery and gold. Fast cars. They see appreciation of certain things when it comes to someone's emotional state of this thinking woman, but it's just an entanglement at some point, because even though this divine feminine is not looking or looking at someone else, maybe a Gemini or a Libra or Aquarius, not looking at an air signs or looking at some of the obstacles of the relationship or with this particular lover. There are some other lovers or decisions at the crossroads. Hood tells at the crossroads with an ex or this particular new lover, that maybe this particular person is created some kind of a storm. There's a storm warning. There was some kind of storm warning. Maybe it could have been in the past. Maybe this person didn't feel love. Maybe they didn't feel like they deserved love. Or they felt some kind of way, feeling like they were lovable. But, a lot of that was just because maybe they just could have been told that by somebody else. Maybe told that by another divine feminine. Maybe told that by another, maybe some friend, just talking smack to theyself, talking shit to theyself about it. But they really need to realize that that shit's beneath them, and that's not true. So the hopefulness that they feel with this particular relationship, of the situationship with this person, that either one of them might have played the side piece or rebounded, they're just like, hey, shit, at least I got somebody, ain't that bad a bitch. Now that I do not fucking recommend. Not having a piece of a man or woman is not better than having no man at all. That's some bullshit. Okay? That means you don't know who you are and you ain't appreciating who you are and what your love and what you can bring to the table. Be the motherfucking table. I'm sturdy. You sturdy. You worthy of love. You're beautiful. You're strong. You take care of your families. Divine feminine, especially I'm speaking to you. You have done everything possible. You've played every part, every sad song. That's you. That you played. You ever heard that song with Gerald Levert? She done been. That's what it was. She done been. She done been every dang thing in a relationship. Mother, sister, cousin, brother. To some, shims. But I ain't gonna go there, I know some people. Everybody deserves love. Let's get that straight. Everybody and every living thing on earth needs love. Your president didn't get that. We're supposed to show compassion for this man, but he has allowed no direction. But we won't go there and bring this in here tonight at Hood Tales at the Crossroads. Some of you may be in for him. Some of you may be not. But I'm sure and hoping that you are going to vote and have proper discernment and spirit of who it is that you're supposed to be doing. But I won't bring that shit into this. Because I know the real energies. And if you talk to me on a different level, you might hear some different shit. Okay? I'm just coming here and, facing my responsibilities and what I'm supposed to do and what I came here to do by God's standards of what I'm supposed to do. I believe that there was one God and there was, and everybody, I believe in that the fact of all the ascended masters. I do. But I also know that the simple fact that there was one source and my main connection was always with God. And I know my real path as to what I'm supposed to do. It's not going to always be nice. I'm not going to always be in a loving, kind energy where I'm speaking to you like, oh, and these people, and they just really love you, and this. And no, I'm not. Because that's not who I am. That's not who I am. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to teach you like the way I'm supposed to teach you and the ways that God has given me the energies to be able to give them to you so that you can be able to perceive them with your own internal compass and be able to think for yourself. Not be led by your homegirl, not be led by your homeboy, not be talked out of it by your siblings, your mama, your daddy. Okay? So that you can be able to have that self-growth for yourself to be able to rise your consciousness and raise your consciousness level out so that you don't be all suffering through the trials and tribulations. So you can create strive for yourself and not creating more strife. All right? So let's move on. Okay, sorry about that little rant there. Sorry but not sorry. But so the things that you thought that you were hopeful, let go of the control issues. Thinking woman. Maybe an older woman, older man, or whichever energy you portray yourself to be, but there is an entanglement, I don't even want to bring up no August and Jada shit, but yeah, it was an entanglement, and the potential mate that you might have interacted with, or the money or the potential things that you thought that you were going to get from that seed that you planted with this person, it's about reaping and sowing. If you sowed some bullshit with somebody and came to somebody in your lower self or your lower man within lust or lower, it definitely came into fruition underneath the harvest moon that is sold out and told out to be bullshit. And that karmic cycle is over. And it's about because right now it's about justice. That person is facing justice. So even though you in this separation and Mercury might have shined some light onto it, maybe the person might have tried to contact you or something, but it was like, oh, hell no, I need to get away from this person. But there's obviously somebody within the community that definitely is feeling like, hey, when I'm with you, I need to disconnect from the world. I can see that because I'm better off with you. I'm better off in your energy when I'm at your house. Your secrets. Your knowledge, your wisdom. I need to walk away. There's some sort of a codependency that somebody might have with somebody. So let that shit be known. So even though that he or she may recognize that maybe a person may be their dream person, or might have received some dreams or some, maybe saw something on TV, maybe heard something by way of somebody at the Hood Tales at the Crossroads, might have recognized and looked in the mirror about themselves and self-reflected and realized, hey, like, damn, I've created a sticky situation, or they want to continue to try to bind you with something, by way of flirting, see if they can get back in, see that somebody is living large now. So they're just trying to get back in. But the clarity, the confusion that they created back in the day, maybe when it was, maybe it could have been even somebody that was dealing with the water sign or a Pisces, that, hey, this motherfucker could have been a two-faced motherfucker, and that the fact that he sees that this person is an intuitive female, and they have discovered that the fire sign Sagittarius has that they have an attachment issue to this person, and like, oh, I want to go get married to this person. But don't marry them, Sag. Don't marry them, fire signs. Have proper discernment of spirit, because that particular person has, it'd be a freaking wrecking ball. He freaking broke your heart. Remember all the shit that person did. Okay? So, maybe the person got, Virgo in their chart or whatever, but like I was saying, this person is a divine masculine that's in the motherfucking hood. That's a hood rat. He has fuckery going on. He's always looking for money. He's always looking for that one jackpot. And if they're an Aquarius is, and Gemini, they gotta be like your attention span, and Libras, you gotta take their attention span like, hey, give me that attention right now, right now, right now. And if you lose it, then they're gone. They're out. That's just their personality. I'm sorry if you're dealing with those types of people, or if you're that type of person and you need to realize that that's something within yourself that you need to recognize, then hey, check yourself so then you can try to create some balance. I ain't saying be a damn pushover for people though, okay? So, but the potentiality of those things that were in this, the things that are being shined down on, the things that maybe could be with security, or any of your spiritual growth, or things that might be happening at home, realize that you have to tap into your core issue about certain things with people. Maybe a person has mommy daddy issues. Maybe they have some backdoor issues, if you know what I mean. Maybe a person is impatient and impotent. Maybe take them to the doctor. Work with them if you feel like that's something that you want to deal with. But this particular person has some deep issues, core issues, and they may have a lot of different places to stay. And that was my phone again. Sorry about that. They may have a lot of places to stay, or opportunities, or different opportunities to adjacent possibilities to be with people, but they have a financial career. Their finances and career financial issues are a factor for them in their love life right now. So anytime that they see somebody with a little bit of change, it's like abracadabra, baby. I'm in like Flynn at the motherfucking hotels at the Crossroads. Ashe. So even though you might be hopeful with all these people, places, or things down at the hotels at the Crossroads, the commitments that you're making, recognize, realize, that you are, your goal. You're fruitful. You may have unacquainted love for somebody, but have your own door to value. Know your own door to value and your own personal door to value. And recognize your gifts that you're about to receive, and that, like, hey, I'm about to fly. This ain't even a damn relationship I need to be in. There's no commitment here with this earth sign. And I've clearly see that. And I've clearly seen that I have the Midas touch. And it was just that the fact that there might have been an caring connection with this person. But you don't have no commitment to this relationship. And it's just really about free falling, because this person is a side piece. Or motherfucker just be rebounding. But you messing around with a fire sign and water signs, you gotta be quicker than that. Okay? Got to be motherfucking quicker than that, okay? For that spiritual growth or anything, especially when it comes to this person and maybe children as well. But they're not really as trusting, when it comes to people, places, or things. So this situation that is calling for you to have faith and look and recognize with real eyes about these head games that maybe this older man is playing in the relationship, divine feminine. Okay? So if he's not talking about having a commitment with you, or engaging with you, or making or marrying you, or being in a serious relationship with you, you need to recognize or realize that you need to beat it. Okay? Better get the funk up out of there. Okay? So at the end of this particular deck, it looks like it is the door to romance. You may see this particular person. You want to be able to, you may think that this person is a good person for you. It's up to you to weigh out the pros and cons of what it is that you want. And being the bone collector and being able to heal through those particular things for yourself of all the people, places, or things. Is this person worth walking this journey out? Is this person, do they forgive or do they hold on to things that don't serve them? Are they blaming me for other things in the relationship that don't serve me, that I didn't even do? You know, but one thing is for sure is that you definitely need to love yourself first. Love yourself, respect yourself. You know, it'll make you more attractive to other people as well as yourself, because you'll feel good. You'll be able to know when someone is actually wearing a damn mask. You know, and everything that you say and do, it always is magnanimous back to you, as so within, so without. So if you're thinking negative, you damn sure know and can best believe that all that you have to think about in negativity will gravitate right back toward your ass. And you continue to look over your shoulder. Okay? So, with that being said, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for joining me here today at Milehightarot. We realize. realize. Okay, so best believe that you can contact me at milehightarot. We're at gmail.com. And if you want any particular reading, lifelong, so any particular reading at all. So come back to Hood Tales at the Crossroads. Like, share, subscribe. Leave some comments here today, please. So then that way I can be able to get my algorithm up whenever I do these videos. It takes a lot of time out of you, you know, as a reader to do these. And I do other things as far as the community is concerned, so please let me know how I'm doing and what you like. All right? Much love to you. Blessings. Bye-bye.